2 containers. I went 3 sets of 5, and the last set I need 10 reps. Go. Hey, my name is Mark Beckham. I'm the head football coach, and I teach physical education at Oxnard High School. My span as a head football coach was 25 years total, 16 here at Oxnard and 9 at another school. And then I was a head baseball coach for 2 years. But when I came here 16 years ago, my plan and my goal was to build a program that was consistent in competing in league and in the playoffs. If anybody wants to know anything about Oxnard football, talk to the players that played for me and the coaches that coached with me. They'll tell you what I was all about, what Oxnard football was all about.
My name is Miguel Campos. First, I was a player in the Oxnard football program from '99 to 2001, and then I ended up going off to college, coming back and coaching for the Oxnard football program between the years of 2006 to about 2012. I was coached by Coach Beckham, Coach Hartman, Coach Smith. That coaching staff was pretty amazing. They were new coaching staff at that time, and they came in with a lot of interesting ideas and discipline, and I think they really did a great job in building the Oxnard football program to what it is today.
My name is Rico Tejas. I'm going to be going on my 4th year playing for Oxnard. Coach Beckham is a very special coach. There aren't very many coaches like him. He isn't all about winning. He cares a lot about his players, and he doesn't just make great players out of his team. He makes great people out of them.
My name is Blake Kilbar. Communication I had between him and probably with all the other coaches too was just like, it was like they were there for me. It was always like, they felt like my best friend. They also felt like another dad, not just to me but to everyone else too.
My name is Joshua Cervantes. I played varsity for 3 years. His attitude in each game and every practice was so fired up than compared to the other years, because he actually, he knew that we were going to go far in this, and we had a chance to win the CIF championship, and he was just really fired up every practice. He was more outgoing and stuff, and this season was really different from all the other seasons that I've been a part of, because just so much stuff changed. We got new helmets. He provided us new helmets this year. He wanted to practice to go faster, and it was just, he came out to practice with the attitude that we're just going to dominate, and that's just every day he came out there, and it just came on to us and just showed us how he's so fired up for this, that we need to be fired up for him.
My name is Jacob Tinoco. For the high school, I have played football for 4 years, and beyond that, about 6 years.
My name is Mo Sandoval. I've played Oxnard football for 4 years now. Coach Beckham's very old school and very disciplined coach, and he's definitely he's strict, but at the same time he cares a lot about his players.
My name is Spencer Santiago. I played football for 4 years here. I think that the most profound characteristic or trait that he has, it's he doesn't have a problem with getting on you to work hard, but then he's going to be the first person to have your back at the end of the day.
My name is Robert Cabrera, also known as Bobby. I played varsity football. I played linebacker and tailback. How would I describe him? I could probably describe him as a hero, a role model, leader, guidance.
People that don't know him, and that how I would describe him is he's a very good man. He would be there for anybody, anyone, especially his players. He always told us, he's like, if you would call me at 3 o'clock in the morning to go for help, he's like, I'd be there for you guys.
Well, my goals as a coach on the field and off the field was to build young men. And if I built the young men and they grew as a person, then they could be successful on the field or off the field. My goal is for them to get their education, get their diploma, and go on to school. And that's the most important thing. And the other thing that I talk to them about all the time is being a finisher. A lot of guys can start, but not very many people finish sometimes. And it's not always the person who finishes first that's important. It's this finish period. And so if you build the person, then football becomes easy to teach.
Me in particular, yeah, he definitely inspired me more than just as a football player, but he inspired me as a coach and just education-wise, going to college and being the first in my family to go to college. And as far as then coming back and coaching, he helped me out in that career as well. That was an interesting dynamic. Is first just being his player, and then coming back and being a colleague with him, coaching under him and with him. And there was a little bit of a difference, yeah, definitely. I wasn't getting yelled at as much, and I wasn't having to do up downs or anything like that. But it was still a real good relationship. And since we had that player-coach relationship, being colleagues just seemed natural.
My relationship with Coach Beckham was just like any other player. When you come to practice, it's like business as usual, but if you need to talk to him about something personal, he's always there for you.
After being on Coach Beckons' team, I learned that, like, he taught me that, you have to be disciplined in, the most adverse situations. And just being hopeful and wanting to do the things that you wanted to do is very important. And I think that I have become a better person, within my family, with my friends, and within myself. I feel that without him, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today.
Well, probably the main reason that I'm retiring, there's two things. I had 2 knee replacement surgeries in the last 2 years, and I never took any time to really rehab and take the time to do the things I needed to do. I had the surgery, and a month later I'm back at practice doing things, and I haven't been able to take care of me. And then the other thing is my wife retired in June, and she's done without me for a long time because I'm never around because of football. And it's not like I'm getting younger, and so I need to do some things to take care of me so we can have a good quality of life after my teaching career. Well, I told Dr. Riegert first early in the morning, and I asked him not to say anything to anybody until I had a chance to talk to the players 6th period. I told them 6th period, and then I met with all my coaches at 3 o'clock and told all them. It was very hard. It was hard for me to tell them that I was not going to be there with them, and they took it very hard. It was very difficult for them because Oxnard football to them is, what we've created here. We built the program, and Oxnard football, when you're here someplace for 16 years, it's they just assume you're always going to be there.
It came as a shock. You always think that someone's going to be here forever, but then when you really think about it, it was kind of the right timing, and a lot of it has to do with age and teaching, and you might as well retire when it's your age to retire. So I'm pretty sure he probably would maybe love coaching forever, but there's always different stages in life, and people have to move on to the next stage, which for him is retirement. And so I'm happy for him on that. I think I wish I could retire tomorrow, but I'm still too young for that. But as far as traveling, and it's going to be a beautiful time for him and his wife, and spend time with Mrs. Beckham, that many people know around here at Oxnard High, who also did many great things. And so those two have just done so much for so many thousands of kids that it's just awesome that I know that what they've done is living on in many of their younger generations that they've taught and coached, and that they're going to be able to enjoy themselves now and put a little time back into themselves.
As we saw in the paper, it said he said first you're gonna hate me, then you're gonna understand me, and you'll forgive me. And right now, like, I understand, like, he was hurting. It sucks to lose him, and we understand.
Yeah, it's actually bittersweet that the younger generation is not going to be able to be coached by Coach Beckham. When my son grows up, I wish he could have been coached by Coach Beckham, and so it is kind of sad. I wish he could have been around longer, and it's a shame that the younger generation is not going to be coached by him and hear his speeches. And even though they were an hour and a half, and even though my knee hurt, because he always used to tell us just get down on one knee and listen up. So even though my knees are still feeling that pain, the speeches and everything he had to say as far as words of wisdom, advice, that still lives on in each of his players. So it is a shame that the younger generation is not going to be able to experience that.
Probably his stories. I loved how he just talked to us after practice, and how he always brought up past stuff that related to us. He always pumped me up and motivated me just to do better, just like the former players.
Really, my highlight in everything here at Oxnard High School has been the students and the players at Oxnard High School, because they're my kind of players, they're my kind of students. I'm a blue-collar kind of guy, and there are highlights in every year that you can't count in wins and losses. Winning 7 league championships here in Oxnard was special. But in each one of the 16 years, there were many high moments and many great memories that they didn't all center around wins or losses. It was about the great young men and that I coached, and the great young men and women that I had in physical education. Well, the greatest thing I gained as a head coach was the relationships that I had with my players, and the great memories that we had at every home game. We have lots of former players who come back to the games, who played 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 years ago. They come back to games all the time, and we have great memories and great things to talk about, and their great successes after they left Oxnard High School.
Coach Beckham, I gotta tell you, thank you for everything you've done for me. You've been like a father figure to me. You got me through ups and downs. You helped me in Avid, and you put me in Avid my sophomore year, and my grades have gone up, and I'm going to go to college. Thank you for everything you've done for me, for this team, for this school. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you.
I would say, Coach Beckham, it was an honor to be on your team. It was an honor to be in your program. I wish the best of luck to you as you continue your next chapter in your life. And if you ever need anything, I hope you know that you can come to me, and I will do as much as I can to help you. And I hope you really understand the impact that you made on myself and the fellow seniors that are graduating and all the players that have come across you and your program. I just hope that I was able to contribute to the teachings that you always were trying to teach us, and I hope that I contributed to your team. I hope that someday there will come that day that you always spoke of, where you and every player you've ever coached are in the same environment and just talk about all the great memories that we have. So thank you, and I hope to see you at my graduation, to be there to see all of us walk the line, because without you, I don't know if all of us would have made it.
I'll miss you, and it was fun playing for you. Good luck at your next job opportunity or whatever you're going to do next.
It's sad that I can't spend my senior year with you, but I understand. I'm gonna play my season for you, and everything else I do, I'm gonna have it in his name.
Say I'll miss you, Coach B. Good luck in whatever you do next.
Just that good luck in your future, and we'll like class of 2014, we'll keep in touch. You players will never forget you.
Coach, I'm sad you're leaving. I don't want things to change, and I'm gonna miss you.
Well, yeah, I would tell Coach Beckham, thank you very much for everything that he did for me and the Oxnard football program, because it lived on for 15, 16 years, and hopefully longer than that. And he really changed the culture around here for the better. And I think he, after his retirement party, I'm glad he was able to see that so many people cared and appreciated what he did, because that was his life's work. I mean, that's what he did for his whole life, and it was remarkable. And to know that you're appreciated, I think there's nothing more that you can ask for in anyone's life. So I hope he's proud of himself and proud of what he did here.
But the feeling that you have inside, they can't take that away from you. Fam Bam has been a big deal here. We'll always be part of the Oxnard football family. And I've always told them, once an Oxnard football player, always an Oxnard football player. You will always be part of that family. Sure, I feel like I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to this school, to the young men that I coach, and then to the students that I had in class. I never cheated them. I always gave them my best effort all the time. I came early. I stayed late. I did whatever it took. If it took spending my own money, I spent my own money. If it took spending time, I spent my time. I did for the students here at Oxnard High School, because I truly love the students at Oxnard High School. The faculty and the administration have been awesome. We've had a lot of ups and downs, but on a whole, I love the community of Oxnard. I live in Oxnard, and the pride that I have of being the coach here for 16 years, and you know, the one thing, you know, there's a lot of people that don't agree with how I did things sometimes, but I learned a long time ago that you have to do it the way you want to do it, because you can't make everybody happy, and if you try to make everybody happy, then you don't make yourself happy. And I did it my way. I have no regrets, and I leave knowing that I did everything I possibly could to make Oxnard High School better. I love being a Yellow Jacket. My 16 years here were awesome. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I left it better than I found it, and I'm a better person because of all the experiences I've had with the young people of Oxnard. They have made my life better, and they've touched my life, and hopefully I've touched theirs.